Okay, so this is going to be a response to Passwordy100, um, and I'm going to be reading from a script because I had to write my responses in a way where I don't flip out, where I try to, talk to you in a respectful manner, Passwordy. Because honestly, the video that you made 3 days ago, which all this stuff was just garbage. The stuff that you were talking about me, the fact that you were talking about your life, and just comparing myself to you and saying I have a large ego and that I'm a narcissist. Just no, I'm not, and I don't have high standards. Let's start with the beginning. Sorry. Let's see. See, I got new editing software thanks to Frazzleberry, which you mentioned that me and Frazzleberry and Kenneth are on bad terms, which we aren't. Well, Ken might, maybe. He always talks crap to me, but that's Ken's attitude. And if you knew anything about Kenneth, you would know that. Simple. So yeah, at first you started out by calling me your friend, which you weren't acting like a friend in the video. I don't get it, dude. I just don't. And then you started name calling right at the beginning of the video. That's very original. Very original. You said, I think I'm Jesus. No, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. I really could care less about what you have to say. I'm just, well, I do care. I'm obviously making a response. But if I were Jesus, I really wouldn't care about you if I thought of myself as that type of figure. I'd consider you just intolerant, um, unaccepting, and just. I take you as a joke. Yeah, I do, because you are. And you sent me this crappy response and talk shit about me. I haven't said anything about you in forever. The last time you sent me messages on PSN, I ignored them and made half-assed responses because it was just ridiculous. Saying you're like related to Jesse James and shit, and every time you tell me about shit that's about you, I can't believe it because it's so freaking dramatic, weird. I can't accept it. So sue me. You act like a joke, so you get treated like a joke. That's what happens. I'm sorry. So you said you know that your videos are idiotic. So why are you talking shit about me? Honestly, what the fuck? And then you're talking about how you copy Fred. Yeah, that's unoriginal and it didn't work, obviously. I mean, you have no views, no subs. I don't care about views and subs. I just do this shit to have fun, to make responses, and other things. I enjoy making bids on the internet. Sometimes I'll give information to others about video games and shit. Usually just, what games are coming out for the year, and it's just for GameStop. But nonetheless, I do it. Then you are talking about how I don't have my own house. Yeah. Because I don't have a house because I have parents who support me and I pay rent. And why do you care? You're fucking 16. Enough said there. And I'm 5 years older than you. I have a job, which is another thing. And you would actually know that if you talked to me. I mean, what the fuck? You're talking all this crap about me. I don't see why. We talked like a day or two before you made this crappy video. And the only reason I found out about this video was because Ken told me. And he sent me a link. If he hadn't sent me a link, I probably would have ignored it and not given a shit. And honestly, I'm still going to talk to you probably. I don't see your issue right now, though. Why you got upset with me, why you say I talk bad about Frowsberry. Me and him have been cool for several months, since like January, I think. And maybe we have our little tiffs now and then. But we're fine. Honestly. You also talked about how I don't have a girlfriend. Do I care? I don't know. I don't want one right now. Why do you care? Why the fuck do you care? Do you want me to make out with some chick I met down the street in front of the camera? And why should I talk about my social life on the fucking internet? It'd make me as sad as some of the other people here, like iJustine and Archfiend. I just don't give a fuck. Why do you? I have a high expectations attitude. I don't agree, but I don't really have anything to back that up. I mean, if I act like that on the internet, whatever. I mean, I'd have to ask some people, but there's no one at the house right now. I don't know what they'd think. And the only thing I ask from people is to be tolerant of others. That's it. No matter race, religion, skin tone, what language you speak, that's all that I want from anyone. You can have a different opinion on me, a different opinion about me. As long as you respect me, I don't care. The way you went about this in a 4-minute video, and it was hard to watch this the second time around because I had to make these points. I really don't see why you made this and why you talked shit about me a day after I didn't even say a few words. And you sent me a bunch of shitty messages about I'm related to this famous person, this famous person. I didn't care. I mean, if I did, it's worse than my little brother, dude. And he's like 19. His questions are more interesting. And his statements and everything are way more interesting than what you have to say bad about me. Or what you have to say about yourself and your life. I mean, you say, in the real, I'm not like this on YouTube. And this is just YouTube. But you're talking to me like it's real life. And talking shit about me, when you obviously don't know anything about me, and you're saying, I talk about Frowsberry badly to you, when I don't even talk to you about him at all. I talk to freaking Kenneth more than I talk to you, and we just talk on Skype maybe once every 3 months, and then he'll send me little messages on Facebook telling me to get on Skype, and I don't, because, I know he'll get in a fight with me and shit. So, he just calls me a fag and leaves. And me and Ken, we're not always like friends, but he understands what it is. And so do I. Why do you care? Why are you getting pissed? He always tells me that you're always having issues with him. I don't know the story. I'm not going to ask. I'm not going to care. Because that's not my problem. It's yours and Kenneth's to discuss. Just like yours and Frowsberry's. He's told me things about you that you might not agree with, but that's between me and him. It's like your stuff between you and Ken, and you and Frowsberry's between you. If you want to have a Skype chat together and discuss it, that's fine. But you don't talk to shit about me through the internet, about real life, and, say it's not about any of those, or use things that you make up to talk shit about me. I think I've said my point, made my point. Late.